Hello, everybody. What's going on? And welcome back to another edition of Flick News, the show here on Flick Direct, where I give you guys the latest that happened in entertainment news throughout the week, and then I give you all my personal take on the matter at hand. I'm your host, Austin Putnam, and this week was a pretty big week in terms of mainly, movie news, as y'all could possibly imagine. One bit of news, two bits of news, and one story are film budgets, which I didn't expect for these to get really any higher than I expected to. A movie in the works of a very popular anime, unfortunately a delay concept art for a movie that could have been great, and a new trailer that came out this week. Let's jump right into the first news story this week, and that's talking about budgets for movies. For those of you who don't know what a budget is, the budget of a movie is, how much it costs the movie to make. Whether it comes to production, which is the film part, pre-production, post-production, you guys get my point, or the marketing budget of a certain film. A film not only has a certain amount of budget for production, but also for the marketing department. Like, for example, let's just say a film is given, let's say a budget of around 80 million. Maybe let's just say 50 million of that is spent on the production and 30 million is spent on marketing. It kind of comes like that. And in order to break even, in order to make a profit for a movie, your movie needs to at least gross about 2 to 3 times the movie's budget in order to break even, or even more so to turn in a profit. Many films these days seem like they need to get an even bigger budget just so they can have a bigger budget, because Hollywood feels like they can just throw money at a movie in order to solve its problems, which isn't always the case. But anyways, guys, there is two particular reasons why I'm talking about film budgets, and that is because coming out this year, or later this year, 2 films are coming out later this year: Joker and Gladiator 2. Both films I'm been looking forward to. Joker is my most anticipated movie of the entire year. Gladiator 2 is a movie that I don't know why it's coming out, but hey, I hear the story of it is really, really good, and apparently the footage has blown away executives, so who knows? I'm hoping the movie is great. First of all, let's start off with Joker. I think, if I remember correctly, the production budget for Joker was around 50 to 60 million, if not put the actual number right there. And it was really made for pretty much half the price of most of the comic book films out there, and the film is a brilliant movie. The budget for Joker is 200 million. 200 million. Just to let you guys know, the budget for Joker went from 50 to 60 million up to 200. Why? From hearing, get this, guys. Joaquin Phoenix's salary was 20 million. That's the amount he was paid. And Lady Gaga's salary was around 15 million. And I think Todd Phillips was paid between 5 to 10 million, if I'm not mistaken. So the thing I wonder is this: where did the rest of the budget go to? Now, I imagine they built some pretty expensive sets, and I imagine the cinematographer is getting a nice paycheck along with the composer of the film, and I imagine the film was a pretty big marketing budget. But seriously, where in the heck is the other $100 million? I imagine it's going to be one insane marketing budget, but that's not the movie that, surprisingly enough, made me go you've gotta be kidding me. Gladiator 2's budget apparently ballooned big time. From what I had heard, the budget for Gladiator 2 was originally around 160 to 180 million. Guess what, guys? The budget for Gladiator 2 blew up to 310 million. That's one of the most expensive films ever made now. You guys realize that, right? I personally don't get why studios need to do this. Why studios need to raise budgets in order to I get it, sure, a lot of Hollywood studios think that, hey, if you throw a lot of money into a movie project, problem is solved, really, but that's really not the case at all for these things. I'm so excited for Joker I absolutely am, but Gladiator 2's budget being 310 million, oh my freaking god. This particular bit of movie news is gonna make, I feel a lot of anime fans happy, and that's because of this. There is a film adaptation off of the Naruto series, and guess who is directing it? Destin Daniel Cretton, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He is the director of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. While I was watching Shang-Chi, I immediately thought this guy could make a great live action anime adaptation. I just guarantee it. While I may not be too much into Naruto, I have heard great things about it. However, at the same time though, this is a series that from what I have seen could definitely benefit for Destin Cretton's steady hand. This is a guy that while you watch Shang-Chi, it is so clear and so apparent that that anime definitely inspired him while making that movie. If anybody could pull off this movie, it's definitely Destin Cretton. I can't wait to see this movie. I'm really excited for this one. When I saw this bit, I just thought, you have got to be kidding me. I want to say this is around like 6 months ago, maybe before this movie came out, but apparently, guys, there was a pitch for a Batman Beyond film, and it was going to be made by people who worked on Across the Spider-Verse. And get this, guys, there was concept art that was released not too long ago, and these images look absolutely incredible. And apparently, guys, get this, the executives apparently said this: while we love your passion, this movie just cannot happen right now. Batman Beyond is one of the most beloved stories in Batman storytelling. I don't know how the world wouldn't be ready, especially when you see images like this on the screen. I mean, this could have been seriously Batman, but made by the Spider-Verse people. And is that a bad thing? Not at all. It just blows my freaking mind that a couple of studio executives said that we love your enthusiasm, but no. The executives out there who passed on this, you're really missing what could possibly be one incredible Batman film, and I'm hoping this film does get made very soon because this looks really freaking sweet. It's time to talk about a movie delay, and that is Barbarella, which is a spinoff for John Wick. From what I've been hearing, the reason why it got delayed is because I've been hearing that Chad Stahelski is going to work with Len Wiseman on adding more action sequences. I wonder what they already shot. I mean, wasn't the movie supposed to come out literally this summer, if I'm not mistaken, like just a couple of months, knowing that they're going to delay it until, by the way, next year because of this whole ordeal? It kind of sucks because I was looking forward to seeing at least a trailer to this movie, and as far as I'm aware, nothing has come out about this movie. Just a few months prior to the movie coming out, they decided to delay because they didn't want to add more action sequences. Now, sure, I will say this much: while it absolutely sucks, I can only imagine the action sequences that Chad Stahelski and Len Wiseman are going to work together on. It sucks because I really wanted to see this movie, but hey, you know what? Take all the time you need to make this movie. I'm just hoping it's good. Let's move on to our final bit of movie news, and that is some movie trailer news. There is one particular film coming out very soon. In fact, I think it's coming out in August, September this year, and that is film adaptation for Borderlands, which is an incredible first-person shooter series. Borderlands 2, by the way, is one of my favorite games, period. When I found out they were going to be making a Borderlands film, I was only thinking, okay, the guy makes something very quirky, very weird, very zany, over-the-top action with some really well-written characters, because Borderlands is known for not only just gun loot especially, but also the very good dialogue. Well, guys, the trailer came out, and admittedly, I wasn't impressed. This movie is essentially, at least in my eyes, just looks like a Guardians of the Galaxy ripoff. I mean, that's how it just looks to me. The four main characters bicker like they do in Guardians, especially the song for the trailer is what I'm trying to say, and the overall colors. Now, I will say this: the guns that they showed in the trailer looked great. Cate Blanchett looks great as Lilith, absolutely. But I'm wondering, why do they put in Krieg and not Brick from the first two games, or even, not Mordecai, but the assassin, the sniper person in the first two games? Why Tiny Tina and why Krieg? Why not make Handsome Jack the villain? I'm hoping it's good, but from this trailer, I did not get the best vibes whatsoever. And the people involved in this movie, knowing that Jack Black is voicing Claptrap, I'm looking forward to this film for that particular reason, because Jack Black is an incredible voice actor, or just an incredible actor in general. This trailer may not have impressed me, but I'm still holding out for it. I'm hoping it's good. I just want something crazy, over the top, and we're with well-written dialogue, and I'm hoping the film gives me that once it comes out. I'm just generally hoping for it. And that is going to wrap things up for this week's show. Please comment down below, let us know, starting off, how do you feel about the ballooned budgets for films like Joker and Gladiator 2, Also, how do you guys feel about a Naruto movie being in development from Destin Credin? When it comes down to the incredible content for Batman Beyond, for what could have been a great film, do you guys think that they should still make the film regardless of what they were saying? How do you feel about the delay for Ballerina? And also, what did you guys think of the first trailer for Borderlands? Let us know below. I hope you enjoyed this week's news. If so, please hit that like button, also share, and don't forget the subscribe button and the notification bell for our latest new show goes live. If you guys want to see our previous new shows, please click it right there or right there. And of course, until next week's new show goes live, we'll see you all next week. Have a wonderful week, everybody.
Hit like, smash subscribe, and get notified for when our reviews, interviews, and news go live.